Hello everyone, and welcome to Screams from the Vault. Thank you so much for tuning in. In today's video, we will be looking at the story of the bank lobby filled with fog and faces. So sit back, lock your doors, turn down the lights, and let's open the vault. Most people think of banks as one of the safest places you can be. Bright lights, cameras everywhere, security guards at every door. But what if I told you that sometimes the danger doesn't come from robbers or hackers or even something human? Sometimes it comes crawling out of the air itself. Jenna was a bank teller at Northview Community Bank, a small local branch that closed at exactly 7 p.m. every night. The lobby emptied out, the lights dimmed, and only 3 people remained inside to close shop: Jenna, the assistant manager, and the security guard, Mr. Bryant. It was late autumn, one of those nights where the cold felt unusually heavy in the air. The kind of cold that seeps into your clothes, your bones, even the walls. Around 6:57 p.m., the assistant manager went to lock the doors while Jenna counted the final drawer. She noticed a strange chill crawling across the tile floor, almost like a draft from somewhere deep inside the building. Then she saw it. Fog. Just a thin layer of it, rolling along the floor like it was alive. At first, Jenna thought it was smoke from a vent or an air conditioning unit. But then it thickened, spread, rose. Within minutes, the entire floor was covered in a dense, icy fog that reached her knees. "Mr. Bryant?" she called. The security guard stepped into the lobby, only his upper body visible above the fog. A deep frown creased his face. "That's not normal," he muttered. And he was right. The fog continued rising, and as it reached waist height, something changed. It rippled, like something was moving inside it. Jenna backed up toward the counter when she saw the first one. A face. Not floating in the air, not projected on a surface, but formed inside the fog itself. A pale, distorted human face pressing outward, screaming silently. Its mouth stretched too wide, its eyes sunken and black. Then another face emerged, and another. Soon, dozens of them swirled within the fog, mouths opening and closing like drowning victims, gasping for air. "What is this?" Jenna shouted. Mr. Bryant tried to radio for help, but all they heard was static, followed by a faint whisper. "Let us in." The assistant manager ran for the front door, but the fog reached the glass before he did. And he froze. Because pressed against the inside of the door was a face larger than the others. A woman's face. Eyes blank. Hair floating around her as if underwater. Her lips moved slowly. "Help me." Then a hand formed from the fog behind her, thin, smoky, and sharp, and yanked her back into the swirling mass. The fog pulsed. The faces screamed silently, and the temperature dropped so low Jenna's breath crystallized in front of her. Suddenly, the fog surged upward, covering them entirely. When Jenna lifted her hand to see, she saw arms, dozens of them, translucent, clammy arms reaching for her from every direction. One grabbed her wrist, another wrapped around her ankle. She felt them pulling, dragging her downward. She screamed for Mr. Bryant, but the fog wrapped around her head, muffling everything. She fought wildly, kicking, swinging, clawing her way back to the counter. Her fingers hooked onto the edge. She held on as the fog tried to swallow her whole. She heard Mr. Bryant shouting her name, and then a loud metallic bang echoed through the lobby. The fog recoiled instantly. The faces dissolved, the arms vanished,
Mr. Bryant was standing by the emergency exit holding an old fire extinguisher he'd found, the metal dented from where he'd struck the security panel to force the door open. Cold night air rushed in, and the fog drained out of the building like water being sucked through a crack. Within seconds, the bank was clear again, silent, still, untouched, like nothing ever happened. The police arrived within minutes. They reviewed the security footage. Jenna and Mr. Bryant insisted the cameras must have captured the fog, the faces, everything. But the footage showed none of it. Instead, the security tapes showed the 3 employees standing perfectly still in the lobby for 7 full minutes, not moving, not speaking, just staring into empty air. The assistant manager was found unconscious near the front door. He survived, but never returned to work. When investigators asked him what he saw, he said only one thing. They're not supposed to cross over, but they're getting closer. He refused to elaborate. The police tested the vents, checked for gas leaks, reviewed every inch of the lobby. Nothing. But the story doesn't end there. 2 weeks later, the bank installed brand new security systems, but on the very first night with the new cameras, the closing crew reported something strange. At exactly 6:57 p.m., a thick fog rolled across the lobby floor. Only this time, there were hands pressed against the glass windows, as if something was outside, trying to get in. The bank is still open today, but those who work the night shift say the same thing. At 6:57 p.m., the temperature drops. At 6:58 p.m., the fog begins. And at 7 p.m., the faces appear.
So the next time you walk into a quiet bank lobby near closing time and feel a sudden chill crawling across the floor, or see a faint mist forming near your feet, you might want to turn around and leave. Because the fog at Northview Community Bank isn't just weather, it's a warning. And if the faces ever stop screaming, that might mean they finally found a way out.
If tonight's tale sent a shiver down your spine, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another nightmare from Screams from the Vault. And tell me in the comments, would you stay if the fog started rising in the lobby? Until next time, keep your eyes open, your doors locked, and remember, some things don't want your money, they want you.